This game was played on January the 2nd, 2025 at Fishers High School as part of the Fishers Holiday Tournament. This is game 4 of that tournament between the Bloomington North Cougars and the Fort Wayne Generals. The Generals came into the game with a 5-2 record. Bloomington North came into the game with a 1-5 record. Their star player, Luke Lindeman, had been injured from a injury over the summer and had not played until the game before this. The first quarter came out. The Cougars of Bloomington North came out very strong. Luke Lindeman was very effective in the first quarter, scoring several. I think it was like 14 points. The score at the end of the first quarter reflected, that kind of play with Fort Wayne not able to match the 3-point opportunities that Bloomington North got. So the score at the end of the first quarter was 27-16. The second quarter, Lindeman started out strong. Then he came out of the game and was favoring his leg, upper thigh, is what it looked like to me. And he went over to the side for a while, and he never was effective after that. I don't know what happened, if he just pulled a muscle in his leg or what, but anyway, at the halftime it was 37-34, Bloomington North. Lindeman had 20 points at that point. He did come out to play in the third quarter, at least at the beginning, and but he was not very effective on defense, and he didn't act like he wanted the ball. And eventually they ended up taking him out. But at the end of and also Fort Wayne got very hot from 3-point land, and it was they ended up scoring 24 points in the third quarter to Bloomington North's 9. So at the end of the third quarter, it was a 58-46 lead for the Fort Wayne. Lindeman did not play at all in the fourth quarter, and his brother got in foul trouble and was sitting on the bench. And the end of the game ended with the fourth quarter was all Fort Wayne. They just basically padded their lead, a little bit, and then kind of played it even. And the fourth quarter was basically 15-15, with a final score of Fort Wayne 73 and Bloomington North 61, which advanced Fort Wayne to the second round against Portage. And Fishers played Chesterton. So that was the winner's bracket. The loser bracket had Fort Wayne, Bloomington North playing South Dearborn, and looks like the other game was actually Fort Wayne North played Lawrence Central, and I'm Bloomington North. Played for Lawrence Central, and let's see here. I believe it was Evansville Bossy and South Dearborn played each other. So that was the loser bracket in the second round. They played the loser bracket right after these games, and I did not go to that. I left after the first round. And so those games won't the loser bracket of that first round won't be on a video. I want to say that the tournament there was sparsely attended except for the Fishers games. Not very many people came from out of town from any of the schools. Probably Bloomington North brought the most people. But after Lindeman got hurt, they kind of the second day they didn't have very many people there. Portage, Chesterton didn't, and Evansville, Bossy didn't bring hardly anybody. Lawrence Central had a good number of people there the first day, and Fort Wayne had a fairly decent crowd the second day. The attendance at this tournament is not very good. I would say more because it's not very publicized. They did not do a whole lot of marketing of it outside of the area, and I would say that they did nothing like the Hall of Fame tournament does, where they make schools buy a certain amount of tickets to play in the tournament. That also brings in more people to the tournament because they got a little bit of skin in the game. Might be something they try in the future. Maybe have each school at least get enough to pay for the referees. I'm sure they had enough for that, but the issue I'm talking about is it could have been a better turnout if they would have made a little bit more publicity, a little more word of mouth, more internet type of advertising in the area. That said, the tournament was they had a good contingent of referees at this tournament. Some of the games were a little knick-knacky, but that changed as the tournament went on, and in the second round and the third round were a little better. That said, it's probably hard to get enough referees on a Thursday too, and that's was what they did on the first round. So that's where we're at, and hopefully we will see you in another video.